Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Thanks for coming to my channel. You've come to Ex-Witness Awake. I am Jonathan, your host. Yeah, I'm in the gym again. Seems to be what I do lately. But I was thinking about, let me actually just get out from under this here equipment. Live and unedited. I was actually thinking about charity. When I first started recording this, I felt like I hadn't really said what I wanted to say. So if this looks weirdly edited, because it's going to go back to what this is future me. It's going to go back to the other part. So if it seems like it's different, it's because it's different. But yeah, it's just points that I wanted to bring out, and I felt like I hadn't quite gotten to my point. Anyway, carrying on. So when you think of a charity, what do you think of? Well, like the Red Cross, American Cancer Society. There's lots and lots and lots of charities out there. And they help people. That's what they're supposed to do. That's why they exist, in order to help people out. You know, when it comes to medical things, when it comes to education, you know, there's charities that donate to schools to further education, you know, in developing nations, things like that. There's all kinds of great charities out there. You know, there's many soup kitchens that are run by churches. You've got certain stores that sell items that, you know, money is donated to the community. In times of crisis, they might help communities who need it. There's a lot of places that are sponsored by the Catholic Church and other organizations. So in the true sense of the word, they are charitable. You know, you may not be a Catholic, or you may not be, you know, of the religion of whatever organization is helping people out, but that doesn't matter, because, you know, we're all human beings, and they're trying to help out other human beings in need. And I think that's great. One type of charity that I really like is anything that is directed at helping children. I've said before that my son has some special needs, and you know, he benefited from the Sick Kids Hospital in Toronto. And you know, there's research that goes into caring for children, and I think that is a great way to help others, is to donate to the cause of keeping our kids healthy and battling illnesses. Right now, there is, unfortunately, the war going on in Ukraine. Russia has invaded, and there's a lot of families that have been displaced. There's a lot of people that have been killed, unfortunately, and it's a sad thing to see. So I'm in the process of coming up with a way that I can donate and others can donate to help out families who are in need in the Ukraine. It's well known that churches are considered charities, and included in that are Jehovah's Witnesses. The organization Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, I think of Pennsylvania, something like that, Christian Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses, whatever they are now. They've got several different corporate entities. They are considered a charitable organization. I believe it's called a 501 charitable status, something like that, to where they get certain tax breaks, they get reduced cost on certain things, and, you know, that's great, you know, if you're being charitable. If you're not being charitable, then I think you are taking advantage of the system. They like to talk about how when there's a hurricane or some sort of natural disaster other than that, they talk about, you know, we had 15 brothers who were affected by this tragedy, and, you know, we went and we helped them out, and we rebuilt their homes, and we provided them with food and shelter in the meantime while this thing was being done. That's great. You know, that is taking care of people, but it is not really being charitable because it is directed at members of your own group. Anybody who is outside of that group, they're just out of luck. So I'm just trying to imagine a scenario to where, let's say, I lived in an area where there was a huge hurricane, right? And I happen to live next to a Jehovah's Witness, and my house is like wrecked, and their house is wrecked. And then I see a van roll up, and then there's some people with clipboards and hats, and they come out and they look around, and then they look at your neighbor's place, and then they say, okay, we'll take care of that. And then they come back after a while and they repair their home. And then I'm sitting there with my destroyed home. My circumstances are the same as this other person, right? I realize that, you know, any particular group can't help everybody. There's limits to what you can do, right? But let's say I'm who I am, and I'm a former Jehovah's Witness, and my house has been destroyed, and my neighbor, who happens to be an active Jehovah's Witness, their house has been destroyed, and they roll up. They are 100% not going to help me. They're just going to be like, tough luck to you. In fact, they're going to make sure to only look this direction because they don't want to even look at you, right? It's all very, what is the word I'm looking for? It's all just very it's helping the group, but it's not helping the community at large. Like, think of it this way. If there was a huge accident and I am a firefighter and I saw two cars that were on fire, right? And there's somebody that I know in one car, and then there's somebody that I don't know in the other car. Would it be right for me to go, I don't know you, can't help you, I'm busy helping this person that I do know, and take them out of the car and walk away while the other thing just goes up in flames? No. If you're in a position to help people, all people that need it. Don't just exclude others because they're not part of your group, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I would like to see some real change in the way that governments view these charitable organizations. If you are a church and you are helping the community, you're providing, you know, food and clothing for the homeless, you are doing programs to get people off of drugs, you are, you know, whatever the case might be, you are actually helping people with real programs in place. Great, you are being charitable. Congratulations, you meet the criteria. If you are simply getting tax exemptions and getting reductions in costs because you put some tarps on your brother's house, your spiritual brother's house, and hand him a sandwich, and you know, you don't do that for anybody else, that's not really being charitable. That's just sort of taking care of your own. That's it. So when it comes to charitable organizations, I think, in my opinion, is that governments should reassess, you know, what a charity really is. And if you don't meet the criteria of helping everybody, you shouldn't get the benefit the same as people who do help everybody. I don't remember which country it's in, but I know recently, I think it's somewhere in Scandinavia, that Jehovah's Witnesses recently lost charitable status. I don't know exactly where. I'm sure in editing I will just kind of plop the answer up here somewhere. So there you go, this place. Yeah, so I think they had the right idea about taking that status away from them. Because if you're going to get the benefits of not paying taxes that other people have to pay, and you get donations, and you get, you know, you get funds and what's the word I'm looking for? Not sponsorships, subsidies, I think that's what I'm looking for, from different governments. You really need to be helping people, right? There's a lot of people in need. You know, there's a lot of organizations that deserve to get those benefits of being a charity because they actually do something positive for people in need. So I hope that changes soon, that more countries around the world will come to the decision that Jehovah's Witnesses and organizations who may be doing the same thing, you know, obviously I haven't done the research as to find out what other charitable organizations there are that don't actually do anything charitable. But if they are doing the same things as Jehovah's Witnesses and taking advantage of people, causing harm, and yet getting giant tax breaks, that should end for them too. You don't deserve that tax-free status, really. The Watchtower Bible and Tract Society, JW.org, has lots of money. They have billions of dollars. They've been selling Kingdom Halls here and there, and they take that money. What happens to it? You want to be a charitable organization, have that status? Hey, you know what? Use some of that money. Use some of those millions of dollars that you get from selling Kingdom Halls and actually help the community at large. It will vastly improve your chances of having people join your group, which I guess is a double-edged sword considering what I do, because I don't want people to join their group. But at least they'd be doing something to help the community, right? It's kind of a no-brainer. Help people. People wonder why apostates do what they do, why we talk about this. There's a lot of cases of people saying, you know, you're just salty because you're no longer part of it. Why are you talking about it? You know, you got kicked out or you left. Why can't you just shut up about it? Well, I don't know why I made that voice. Because we want to help people. I'm not rich. I can't donate a lot of money to different causes. But you know what I can do? Is I can use a little bit of my time and put some of my thoughts on camera and post them to YouTube for free so that others can check it out and maybe have something to think about. And hopefully stay away from a cult or get out of it, because it's harmful. It's sort of like the getting off of drugs thing that I talked about a couple minutes ago. Get off of the drug of, you know, the bite model. The drug that comes from being told that this is the way and all other ways are wrong. And we have the hope for your future, and we will take care of all your problems. You know, you need to come to Jehovah God, AKA JW.org, AKA the governing body, because we got you. We just need everything from you. We just need you to live the life that we say you should. We just need you to give your money to us, because we have important work to do, like making a movie studio. Really? You're doing just fine making videos right now. Why do you need to spend all this money on a media center? Like, why are you trying to make Universal Studios Ramapo? Come on. You don't really need to do that. You're just a bunch of, okay. I feel like you were a bunch, I gotta be careful with my words, I guess, because I don't want to be accused of being slanderous. But in my opinion, that money could be used in better ways to help people instead of making more propaganda. So I think that's going to be all I have to say on the subject at the moment. I hope that you are having a great day. I'm going to get back to wiping down mirrors and equipment and stuff. Yeah, fun times. I'm hoping that soon my circumstances will change and I will be able to do this a lot more. I have an opportunity to get some work that's going to allow me to have a lot more free time. So I won't necessarily be broadcasting live from some gym. It can be from my home office. You know, I'll have a little more time to do some research, and I can have some more informative things instead of just me monologuing into my phone. You know, I can have more scholarly content, I hope. Life is busy, but I'd like to try and do what I can to further this movement to hopefully rid the world of cults and make the world a better place. So I thank you for watching. I hope that you, as I said, are having a great day, and I will catch you later.